Greetings, all. Shardvixen. Positive Monday. Positive Monday. I'm thinking, I didn't decide to do the thing I was doing before because I don't have firepower. So I'm going to go to Diamond City. That's where we're headed. I have to, I don't know, can I mark it? I thought I should tell you guys a little bit more about myself. But the thing is, it's kind of hard to figure that out because I'm really running the character Shardvixen. I enjoy being a character. And Shardvixen's character is not the same as who I am in the real life. So I'm not sure that how much I want to tell you. I'd rather tell you something happy and great instead of negative all the time. And my life is full of there's a lot of positive stuff, like my children and my grandchildren and my grandson, and the fact that some of my dreams that I had since I was a kid, I got to do. I have a huge bucket list that don't really like that term, but I get it. I have things that I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to get there to get them done, but it doesn't mean I'm not going to try. And part of what's going on with me right now is my disability. So I thought maybe I'd give you a little bit of history about that, because that's not going to change whether I'm Mimi or I'm my evil twin triplets. It's me, Eliza Jane, and Shardvixen. So Shardvixen has been with me. Vixen has been a secret name of mine since I was 12 years old. My childhood was very emotionally stressed, and so I wasn't physically abused, I was emotionally abused, but that's just because I was one of those weird, odd, sensitive child. I was awkward, people didn't like me, that kind of stuff. But about my disability, part of it is the mental health part of it, and I have what's called borderline personality disorder, and no, that doesn't mean I have 3 or 4 personalities, though. I do have 3 or 4 personalities. What it really means is, there's a Mr. Gutsy. Hey, do you want to fight him? You look like somebody wants to fight him. I see we have a hostile. No, just kidding. Life is full of hostiles. I find it interesting they have a little skull by their name. What's that mean, really? What is a little skull with mean in their name? Let's sit here and do this. I'll just beat up on my... Oh, I got one? Okay. Is that all that was here? It's him? What is he guarding? Huh? Well, hello there. Who are you saying hello to? Oh, nobody. Me? Were you saying hello to me? I hope so, because that would suck if you were saying hello to somebody else. So to keep you on track of mine, I'm going to talk about my disability so that you guys kind of understand. Thing is, I get no money for my disability at this point in time. I need that fusing cord. Thank you. I'll take it back to Sanctuary. No, I didn't. I guess I could take it. Does it work? Oh, it does. I'll take it back to Sanctuary and add it to my other one. Cool. I'm going to take more shit, too. Awesome. Maybe that's why he's protecting. So I would love to have one of these in real life. That would be awesome. So I was a runner. My whole life is how I defined me as a child was a runner. Not because I ran away from things, but because running gave me a sense of power. I could be a better runner than other people, and so that was my sense of power in life, was my running. I had very bad experience with peers and other people, so it was always kind of odd for me to have some sense of power. So because of that, I was a runner, like I said, and I did cross-country running when I was in 8th grade. 8th grade is when I started. Had a very odd coach, I remember that. And from there, when I went into high school, I started to do hurdling, track. That was my thing, was track. I couldn't play many of the other games for other reasons. It's weird how when you're trying to tell a story, there's these other parts of the story that you didn't tell anybody about, so they don't have any understanding of why it is that you did what you did. And I have to be careful because the world, I'm sure there's people still out there that that know me, my real me, the other me, who know me, and would see the world a different way. Not that I'm a liar, it's just that there are like many sides of the truth, okay? So that people understand that there are many sides of any truth. And the reason that's like that is because we all see the world differently. We interpret the world, we see it differently, and so whereas I might see the truth one way, another person that was involved with me at that time would have seen it totally different because it will be based on their own perception and what they see of the world and what's important to them. So that being said, I went into high school as a freshman and a sophomore. I wanted to run track. I wanted to play baseball and other things, but the people that I grew up with didn't think that I was ever going to be able to do that. So it never got pushed that far. See, I'm going to go back to Sanctuary real quick. I can fast travel, I think. Let's see. I'm going to take my new fusion, I think, because I was going to put that in my other one. There we go. Yes. So, and I started doing hurdles, and in the process of doing hurdles, something happened to my knees, so that they would buckle when I came down on them, and I would do head dives and things. So I never really got on the track team because I didn't make it through tryouts. So they took me to the doctors to find out what was going on, and I was told I had growing pains. So just to take aspirin and, relax and not do too much. I should still run and do things like that. So I tried, but I didn't.
Job with those defenses.
That didn't really work too well.
I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat.
What you're looking for. I know it.
How do I get out of this freaking thing? I always have problems getting out. Oh, it's hold. It's hold. Right? No, that's not that one. How do I get out? No, it's not that one. I always forget how to do this. Help! 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 Oh, I'm okay. Something happened there for a minute. So I came back to Sanctuary. I got rid of my thing. I need a left leg, which I don't have on this one, and a left arm repair. It looks like, oh, I put the old ones on there. Okay, and then I refurnished this. So we're gonna go back out to Diamond City. Anyway, so I was telling you about my life, and so they said they were growing pains in my knees. Well, it didn't get better. It started getting worse, and it got to the point where walking was a problem. Not all the time. It doesn't happen all the time. So, like, I could be out doing stuff 2 or 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden I'd fall down. Or I would try to go up 2 steps, or I would try to do running, or I would do all kinds of stuff I used to do, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do those stuff. And we kept going back to the doctors because it was painful. It wasn't just that I couldn't stand or anything. It was painful as well. And so it got to the point where I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna, my mom kept taking me to doctors, and then my parents got divorced, and I'd go to the doctors, and they just said that it was rheumatoid juvenile arthritis. And that there wasn't anything to do about it. And I just had to not do as much as I had done, and that was utterly depressing. And so then I became suicidal, and things went from there. Then it got better. It just kind of got better on its own. I joined the military, and then I had problems with my shoulders. Same exact kind of thing, but different. They wouldn't work, and then there was pain, and I was just numb all the time. It wasn't that there was really all that much pain that went with it.
Hey there. You look like someone who could use a dog. His best friend too, right?
Uh-huh.
Why are you selling her?
Oh, I don't want to. But I love dogs, and I gotta make a living somehow. So I raise them and sell them. I'm always blue for weeks after I sell one. Then, get myself a new puppy and start all over again.
Oh, cool.
You've got a deal.
Oh, yeah. You sure? I mean, she's a great dog. Don't get me wrong. I just don't want to sell her to anyone who isn't going to take good care of her.
I'll take good care of her. Don't worry.
You know what? I changed my mind. I don't think I want to sell her just yet.
Okay. Pretty dog, I guess. Made me want to eat her instead. Okay, they do a lot of eating. Alright, so quickly, because we only have a little bit of limited time, I know I can go up to 15 minutes. I could actually go further, I just have to ask to go further. So then I joined the military. I got a general discharge because I couldn't do push-ups because of my shoulders. But they thought it was really about my back. I had damage to my back from some things I did as a teenager and shouldn't have done, car crashes and such. And then it went away after about 5 years or so. I got my daughter, and then I had problems with my back, my lower back, and so that went away to 5 years or so, and that went away, and I did other things, and then, so every 5 years or so, I have some problem with my back, and it just got to be, this time around, my shoulder did the thing, not my knees, not my back, but my shoulder, and I couldn't start doing the work I was doing before. I can't pass a physical, that kind of stuff. So, it was decided that, I have to hit that main road is what I need to. I decided that I would apply for disability. Now it's kind of a hard thing. They deny you quite a bit, and I have to prove that I'm disabled. And so we'll see where that goes. It may not go anywhere, and then that's why I decided I'd try a YouTube channel and do something other with my life than sit around and stare at the wall like having a lobotomy, because that's really what happens. Is I feel like my brain is just terrible. Who else talking? Is it you? I guess so. Huh. Okay, so I need to follow this road. Not this road, but this road up here. One direction or the other. What the hell are you talking about? So that's it. That's how I became disabled. Nothing really big, nothing really great. I've had a lot of interesting things in my life, but then I've had big bouts of nothing, staring at the wall. So the positive thing for Monday is that I'm feeling I'm going to do some gardening. We'll see how the weather is. Alright, hasta. I'll see you guys on the flip side.